Hello students, this is Sumit Bose and I am from the Bodhi Academy. Today we are going to discuss of the chapter which has a huge historical importance uh, in the world, and it's the American War of Independence. Okay. Now before starting this chapter, we have to know the basics. Okay. The American War of Independence was one of the first revolutions happened in the have ever happened on earth. Okay, so the question is, what is this American war of independence? Okay, what were the reasons, what was the reason? Okay, so we are going to find out in details. Okay, today we are going to focus on the five five points. Okay, the first one is introduction. The second will be reason for the war. The third will be a major important major point, the Boston Massacre. The fourth point is the Boston Tea Party, and the final one we will discuss on conclusion. Okay, so without any further delay, let's start. Introduction. Okay, the American Revolution. The American Revolution is also called the US War of Independence. So this revolution has its huge importance because this is how US got its independence from the British. Okay, because once upon a time it was also colonized by the British. Okay, so it was fought between 1775 and 1783, through which 13 North American colonies throughout British rule to establish the sovereign, the United States of America, founded with the Declaration of Independence in 1776. So it has a huge importance. Okay, it was fought between 1775 and 1783. Between that time, and 13 North American colonies overthrew the British Empire. Okay, basically, through this war has a major significance in the history of the world, because through this entire incident, it was realized that if the peoples unite together, okay, they can overthrow, uproot the rulers, and people's powers are more than the rulers. Okay, so it was established in that time only, through that time only. So it is the American Revolution was, so it was the war, and after that America got it, the Declaration of Independence. Okay, so without any further ado, let's skip on to the second reason, which is the most important. So second point, which is the most important point, that is the reason for the war. Reason: British attempts to assert greater control colonial affairs after having long adhered to a policy of salutary neglect. So the Britishers, the kind of rule the Britishers imposed there in America, that through colonial affairs, okay, they imposed some taxes, okay, which was not fair. Okay, and such as the stamp tax. Okay, the Boston Massacre is a massacre, is not a tax system, and such intolerable taxes. For example, though it was bounded by the people to pay the taxes, but it was not that they had the same right in the parliament. Okay, they did not got the chance to represent their members in the parliament, but which was critically very much unfair, and which was the main and core reason why this why this war happened against the British rulers. Okay, so there are many points, okay, why this war happened. We are only going to focus on the two major points of this. Okay, because you can see there I have written 3 points. The first one is the Boston Massacre, second one is the Boston Tea Party, and the third one is intolerable acts etc. influenced the people. Okay, so today we are going to discuss on this one, which is the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party. Okay, so we can skip on the next one, which is the Boston Massacre. Hmm. So the Boston Massacre happened in March 5th, 1770. Okay. British, what is the Boston Massacre? No, we will read with the details. British guarding sentries guarding the Boston Customs House shot into a crowd of civilians, killing 3 men and injuring 8. So it was a massacre. Okay, they injustively shotted those innocent civilians, which ultimately led to killing 3 men and injuring 8. So this Boston Massacre was not is a played a huge role in the American War, American War of Independence. Why? Okay. Now, as due to this Boston Massacre, it was clear that the Britishers were using dominancy against the people, and this incident created huge hatred in the hearts of the Americans. Okay. So it became clear, okay, that this government is going to using suppress by force the people, and it became clear it create hatred in the hearts of the people. Okay, so next point which we are going to cover is the Boston Tea Party. To protest against the parliament's tax on tea, no transition taxation without representation. Okay, this became the motto. Okay, though the Britishers imposed though the Britishers imposed taxes on the people, but in the parliaments the American people didn't have the right, okay, to represent in the parliament. So this became the motto of that time, that no taxation without representation. Why should we pay taxes if we don't have the right to represent any of our members in the parliament? This was the main thing why this American War of Independence happened, and moreover, the Boston Massacre created huge hatred in the hearts of the American civilians. Okay, so now the Boston Tea Party, it was a clear act that we are not going to pay taxes on tea. When the when the Britishers imposed taxes on tea, the Boston Tea Party incident occurred. Okay, now what is this? The demonstrators boarded the ships and threw the chest of tea on the Boston Harbor. Okay, so the on the Boston, and they enjoyed a tea party there. Okay, so this is a huge act that which clearly signified that why would we pay the taxes if we don't get the chance to represent any representatives from our side in the parliament. So they all enjoyed a tea party. They boarded the ships, threw the chest of tea in the Boston Harbor and enjoyed a tea party there. So this incident is known as the Boston Tea Party. Okay. Okay, now we will come finally to the conclusion. Lastly, in conclusion, we can say that the American War of Independence created a significant mark in the history, as again I'm saying it proved that if the peoples unite, if the peoples all act together, they can uproot any system which is being unfair to them. Okay, it taught the entire world this, and slowly this fire of revolution or this fire of war spread through the entire world. Okay, and that's how slowly the colonization ended, and every country got the freedom which they deserved. Okay, so I hope you all understood, and for more information and details please contact the Bodhi Academy.